We are doing our Illustrator study on Theodore Seuss Geisel, also known as Dr. Seuss. He was born March 2nd, 1904, and died at 87 years old. He was a cartoonist whose favorite media was oil paintings. He started his illustrations with 400 World War II political cartoons and advertisements. He was very good at incorporating rhymes in his books. He has over 44 children's books, all which are popular to elementary schools and early childhood settings.
Dr. Seuss had many milestones along the way to get to his profession of being an illustrator. His first step was he attended Dartmouth College in 1921, where he entered entries under Seuss. He then graduated and attended Oxford College in 1925, where he studied to become a teacher. February 7, 1931, Dr. Seuss illustrated his first children's book. Viking Press offered him a contract to illustrate a children's collection called Boners. It wasn't the best, but it got his name into the illustration business.
So does Dr. Seuss's life experiences influence his illustration? Let's first look at political cartoons. Prior to Dr. Seuss's profession in children's literature, he created political cartoons for World War II. Political cartoons are known to be wacky and unrealistic, kind of like what you see on his illustration. If anybody knows Dr. Seuss or researched him, you know he's a pretty interesting man. He has many unusual facts about himself that makes a huge difference on his illustration in his books. For example, he believed he had imaginary children, and he often switches hats when he experiences writer's block when creating his children's books. He is a pretty interesting guy, and the uniqueness definitely shows in his illustration. So we believe that yes, it influences it.
Dr. Seuss uses many visual literacy techniques in his illustrations, like time, color, emotion, two-page spreads, direction, size, opposite direction, and font.
Here are some examples. This is a two-page spread. Color and movement.
There's a trending topic that Dr. Seuss is a racist, and it's apparent in his literature. So two of the examples that were provided is if I ran the zoo, there were two characters that were from Africa that were shirtless with no pants and no shoes on, but they had straw skirts on. And the second example was to think I saw it on Mulberry Street, where there was an Asian character portrayed with the eyes with two slits, rice, chopsticks, and Japanese shoes. Though Seuss is viewed as a racist, we can use it as a positive spin in our classrooms. We can use his racism and opinions in the classroom, such as showing and informing students to not use labels or stereotypes just because people look different or are from different places. Also, his books have stronger meanings, so we can use them because they are relatable for students while also tapping into their imagination.
In conclusion, we think that Dr. Seuss is successful because he has a distinctive style in his illustrations, which cannot be recreated, as you can see in My Terrible Cat in a Hat. He often uses the hatching technique in specific colors to emphasize the imagery being portrayed. He uses realistic characters with unrealistic traits to create meaningful characters, and his illustration flows with the rhythm of his writing. We enjoy all of these traits and qualities of Dr. Seuss's illustration, and we thank him for passing his books down for us to use for many, many years. The end.